kingdom. Animal kingdom, as we know, is a multicellular and eukaryotic animal which lacks cell wall, and it belongs to the five kingdom classification which was put forward by Whittaker. Animals, as we know, they are made up of millions of species and are among the beautiful things. They vary in the diverse inferi form too. We observe these different kind of animals in the terms of their structure as well as which habitat they live in, etc. So classification of ideal is an ideal mean to study this varying type of the animal forms that we see around us. Let's look into the basis of animal classification. As we know, in spite of differences in structure and form of different animals, there are some fundamental features common to various animals in relation to their arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, pattern of digestive circulatory system, or even to the reproductive system. So these features are the basis for the animal classification, and some of them let's discuss now. Starting with the level of organization. Animals being multicellular organisms, these can be grouped under four different levels of organization. To name it, they are the cellular level, which have the first phylum, the Poriferates, which are having less division of labor as they have just a cell aggregates. The second level of organization is the tissue level, which we see in the next two type of phylum, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Coelentrates and ctenophores are those which are made up of cells grouped together to form special function and structure. That means they have the cellular or no, they have the tissue level of organization. The third is the organ level of organization, which we see in the platyhelminthes, where we can see the tissues are grouped together to form a particular function such as organ. So platyhelminthes are the one which have organ as their level of organization. The phylum starting from Ash helminthus till the chordates are the one coming under organ system level of organization, where they have group of organs together performing the different vital functioning of their body activity. So that's it. The simple level of classification. The next type of classification of animal kingdom is based on the body plan. So coming to the body plan, the first one is cell aggregate plan. As we said earlier, the poriferans, example your sponges, where the body consists of the cluster of cells, and of course you don't see there any division of labor. The second body plan that the organism can have is the blind sac plan, where the body has single cavity with one opening and it serves both as a mouth and the anus. For example, the phylum Coelenterata till that of platyhelminthes have a body sac plan, and they are the cells more specialized for the division of labor. The third type of body plan that the animals do have is tube within tube plan. The body has two tubes, one forms the body wall and the second forms within the digestive tract. We should call it as the gut region. The food will enter through the mouth, the oral end, and get undigested waste leaves through the anus or the arboreal end. And if there are two types of body plan within that of tube within tube, they are protoplasmic plant. The protoplasmic plant, where the mouth of the digestive tract develops first in the embryo. The organisms such as roundworm, molluscans, annelida, arthropoda all have protostomic tract. The other tube within body plan is deuterostomic plan, where anus of the digestive system develops first inside the embryo. Example, echinodermates as well as the chordates. So these are the few different type of classification which we do on base. The third classification of animal kingdom is done based on body symmetry. Body symmetry it is the arrangement of parts in relation to the point, straight lines and the plane. So when a body of an organism is divided into equal half by any plane, and if it is not possible, such type of symmetry you call it as asymmetrical organism. Example our amoeba, sponges are all asymmetrical in nature. If an organism's body can be divisible into equal half by one or more plane, then such symmetry you call it as symmetrical organism. Symmetry is itself divided into two categories. One is radial symmetry and another one is bilateral symmetry. In radial symmetry, body can be divided into equal half by any plane passing through the center from top to bottom. So, for example, the phylum such as Echinodermata, Cnidarians, and the adult form of Echinodermata will show the radial symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, on other part, is where the body can be divided into two equal sides of the central axis by dividing it into two equal halves by a single plane. Example like many of the invertebrates and the vertebrates belongs to this category of bilateral symmetry.
Symmetry. Other than the symmetry, there is one another type of classification for animal kingdom. That is on basis of body cavity, which we call it as coelom. Animals can be classified into three different types of coelom. They are acoelomate organism, where they have an outer ectoderm, inner endoderm, middle is just an aggregate of cells, which you can call it as mesenchyma or parenchyma. Example like sponges, cylindrates, ctenophora, and platyhelminthes are all belonging to the acoelomate. The second one is pseudocoelomate. In pseudocoelomate, they have the outer ring made up of ectoderm, inner made up of endoderm, middle layer, which is unorganized tissue, which you call it as mesoperia. Organisms such as the annelids, example roundworm, belongs to the pseudocoelomate. The third coelom, which you can call it as true coelom or eucoelomate, these are those organisms which contain a proper three-defined tissue layer making their germ layer, outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. Eucoelomate can be seen from the phylum Annelida till the chordates.
Animals are again classified on basis of their segmentation. Segmentation means it is the division of the body into distinct portion. Segmentation can be also called as metamerism. There are basically two type of metamerism. The one which is true segmentation or metamerism itself, where both the external and internal body portions have corresponding divisions. These type of metamerism can be seen in annelid, arthropod, chordates, etc. We have one more metamerism which we call it as pseudo-metamerism or false segmentation, where only the body surface, external surface will have the distinct portion. Internal surface division will be lacking. For example, pseudo-metamerism is you can call it for our tapeworm, Taenia, which belongs to the phylum Platyhelminthes. One more classification the animal kingdom can be classified, that is on basis of presence of notochord or absence of notochord. Notochords are actually stiff, flexible road of tissues which is lie on the ventral to the nerve cord and along with the mid-dorsal line of the body. It separates the nerve cord with the gut wall. So those organisms which have notochord belongs to chordate and those organisms which not have notochord presence belongs to non-chordate or simply saying invertebrates. That's it for the brief introduction for the classification of animal kingdom on basis of their level of organization, body symmetry, say body plan, segmentation, and the notochord. So thanks for viewing it. Do subscribe the our Dazzle Edu. The next class will be on the each phylum. We'll start with the phylum Poriferans. Thank you. Bye.